Okay, so I believe we are live. Before I'm going to the Archon, I'm gonna do my weekly challenge first. Let's start with this one. I'll do it before anything else. Go. Let's start. You change now. Compete. Is it my team? Welcome, there you go. It's the team I use. Get serious. Ah. Here we go. Start with the weekly.
Stabilize.
This,
know my soul. Rain.
Into the wind.
this,
Clouds high.
then this, one,
Dawn.
kill,
Break forth.
last, 1, 2, 3, mouth, 1, 2, 3, oh wait, I run off shield,
Solidify.
so do this, and do this, and what are you doing, bro? I'm changing time. Alright guys, get over here.
Rain outlines your
Get over here. Hot water. Hot water, bro. No? Excuse me. You guys not allowed
To
to
the wicked.
do that. Yep. Go. Waters. This. And this. 1, 2, 3. No, don't touch that. And then do this. Bam. Wait, why is that so far away? Wait, don't do that. Come on. 3, 4.
One with nature.
Oh, there it is.
Purge.
Birch. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then this.
Let me weave you
This.
first.
Bam. Vaporize. Okay. What is this one? No way is this one. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Pepper, 1, 2, 3. Over here. Applause. Oh, we changing? Let's just skip this. Hello.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Into the wind.
Oh, come on. Don't get into the ground.
Rain outlines your fate.
This. Oh god. No. Bro, stop moving. Then. Boom.
Stabilize. The wind knows me.
Rain outlines
Get.
your
Oh, come on. I miss. That.
Solidify.
Then. Come on, that's
One
that.
with nature.
Right. And. God. Okay. If domain. I'm gonna do very fast. Silent.
Rain.
Right. So I'm just gonna do is this.
There are still so many places for us to...
To what?
This opportunity
Yeah,
is
yeah,
quite
yeah.
hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option.
How about
I
this?
promise I'll be gentle.
11.
Not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
This may hurt a little.
Skip.
Stabilize.
Hello.
Grow.
It is. It is. And
To the wicked.
1, 2. Oh, come on, please. Well, probably one of the easiest weekly boss. Wait, it have 3 paste though. I'll take it back. And then lastly, Raiden. Inazuma. And there you go. What team shall I bring? This one.
There are still so many places.
Gather.
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain.
So nice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1.
This ends now.
Really?
Inferior.
To the wicked.
Rain cutter.
Stabilize.
Committed to memory.
Evasion is
1, 2,
futile.
3, 1, 2, 3. What the? I almost finished you.
The eye sweeps the land.
Oh my god, I almost finished it. Oh my god. No.
Lightning falls on the land of eternal my sword.
No, let me finish you. Let me finish you. Finish you. No.
This body is eternal.
Oh my god. I never did that. Oh. Wow.
Make
My
yourself
god.
grow.
Finish.
No escape.
And 9 minutes again. This, and... Wait, taking damage? What the... It's taking damage. Can I defeat her while she's on this one? No, don't do it.
Final collapse.
Final what? Okay, we're done. Final what? This is Goblet. Well, that's one of the fastest run I did to Raiden. I think. Ooh. Next up, dailies, because I'm not gonna miss that Primo games. What thing? Then shall I do this one? Oh, Ganyu, okay. I think it's defeating enemies. Yep. This. Oh no.
To destiny. Shadows out. There is no escape.
There you go.
Access denied.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The rest of them. Wait, there's the big guy. Oh,
Stabilize.
over there.
Illusion shattered. Born of ice and
This.
frost.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, they're still alive? And this, I think. Next one is near here. Get defeating enemies again. That's weird.
We're way behind schedule.
Board. I missed. Nope. Did not miss. Nice over here. Don't worry, I got a shield, guys.
Solidify.
Okay, you guys,
Let me
get her up
through.
here.
Shine down.
Get her here. 1, 2, 3. Bam. 1, 2, 3. What? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Stabilize.
Do
Shadows of
this.
fate. Illusion shattered.
Do this. 3. And we finish. Next one over there. Is this another defeating helicopters or towers? Oh, bro, he's still up there. Bro, just get down. Strong. I'm pretty sure this is the electro one. This dark. Yep.
Delved into destiny. Access denied.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Goodbye. Done. And the other one is here. Break to the heart. The running thing. Okay. Go fast. Wait, did I did my TCG this week?
We're way behind schedule.
I need to remember.
We're way behind schedule.
I thought I haven't done my TCG yet. You know, concerning. Hello. Okay. I'm gonna go here though. I don't know where to go. Is
Next
that
on
way?
the agenda.
Sure, that way, right? Got him. And it's finished. Let's go to it this way. And then do this. Else. Resin mine. 10 boss. Okay. 10 boss. Total regeneration. Cook. Forge. Yeah, I haven't done my TCG yet. Hey.
We're way behind schedule.
This one. 3 now. This one. Auto cook. Confirm. And done. And let's
Add
say Catherine.
Thank you for
Okay.
Add Ast.
Dispatch. This one. You. You. No, I don't need summer. Okay, I think you're done with that one. This one. Shinobu and then Fontaine Ember.
Next on the agenda.
Cook. User. Yep. Stain. And then 5. Okay. And then need defeat 2 bosses. I think I can do that later. Claim all. 6 level, okay. Time, boys and girls, for the Archon quest. Let's start from here. Okay. Oh, you start from here. Fancy.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh,
Don't worry,
100%.
we haven't
French.
eaten at a hotel
French.
like this in a while.
Oops.
Paimon's getting excited already.
Yep.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Okay.
Ooh,
Look at that.
everything looks so good.
Wow.
People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Yep.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's
100%
good,
a
I'll
lot
make a
of
group
bread.
reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
Okay.
And if it's not?
Hmm?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
Okay.
You, sure have your own way of doing things.
Yep.
Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right?
Yep.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Oh,
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more.
don't worry, Nafia probably covered a lot of money. This Nafia will
Speaking
jump
of
again.
cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
That's a good idea.
Well, we've certainly taken
That's
a
a
big
really
step
good question,
forward,
though.
but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after. If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Yep.
Right?
Fontaine people.
Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that... Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking!
Oh, yeah.
We were so close to hearing who was behind it. In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective.
Hmm?
A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists. Those
That's
highfalutin folk are not
Good, I don't know
all-knowing.
why my nose is very
That's why
itchy.
we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through. Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually
It's never that simple.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business. Let's
Maybe.
talk about something else. Like, what
Oh,
are your future
yeah.
plans?
We want to ask the Hydro Archon about our
That's
sister. We
true.
haven't done that
We
yet.
didn't have a chance to speak
Yeah.
to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
Perhaps.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
That's true.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting
Oh,
to meet
no.
Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Okay.
We've heard that she's super popular here
She
in
is.
Fontaine,
She's
and that
very
it'll be tough
popular.
getting any of her time.
Is she though?
Would you consider some more, unique ways? Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
What does the people
One way
of
would be to
Fontaine want
infiltrate a
meet their
performance
Archon
troupe at
anyway?
the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending,
Lady.
and would agree in order to finish watching the play.
Yep.
Could you suggest something a little more practical? All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night
What?
and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
That's just like criminal.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can
yes.
finally get some sleep.
Yeah.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Yeah.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break.
That's
You did
still
defeat
work.
her in court,
Yeah.
clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse?
For a try.
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Maybe.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Fonta.
Was this your drink?
Oh, don't worry. Order another
Sorry
one.
about that.
No, it's
Oh.
fine. We're just about done here.
Okay.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fonta anyway. It tastes kind of salty
My
and
drink
icky.
also tastes that
Is
way
that
too.
so?
Uh-oh.
Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here that if we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Did we drink a
stuffed.
good drink?
Thanks for
Fonta
the
is not
treat.
like the drugs. Uh-oh. So we're just waiting to meet Fury now.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely
Oh, come
float
on.
anymore.
Oh, no. No. Just imagine Paimon walking. You could try floating a little
Can't you
lower.
see Paimon's barely an inch off the ground?
No.
Okay. As for expenses this month,
Hey, Navia, what are you doing
Oh
over
no.
there?
Did we spend a lot of your money?
oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know?
Remember
Nothing the
you
Spina
mentioned
di
all thanks to
Rosula can't cover.
Paimon. Paimon!
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again.
Okay.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine,
This reminds
you're
me of
always
Dea,
welcome to
actually.
contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
Partner. Cool. And there you go. As like rain falls without reason. Hey, we start with nothing. What's going on? I just finished eating. Okay, so that's very far away. Wait, is it a waypoint? It is a waypoint. Wait, let me activate it. Let me activate it. Is it lagging here? Or is this just the bloom thing? Wait, let me edit. Graphic. Medium. Oh, come on. Very laggy. A lot of happening. It's because we're in the middle of Fontaine. And okay. Let's go teleport there. It's a lot of waypoint here. Like 1, 2. It's underground. What? Okay. We need to go there. Got it. Hello. It's kinda lagging here too. Birds, pigeon, or whatever it is. Are we gonna hear a whisper?
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Aranias might have been the last one.
I just swipe. There's a dog.
Vache.
I get.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
And it's clearer than it was during the day.
Ugh, that's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache. Vache.
It's like the sound of the missing girl. Is that it?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it?
Can feel strong emotion. I don't.
Hang on. I might
Oh.
kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Yep.
Hey, traveler, stop walking. Come
What
on,
the
wake
hell?
up.
Uh-oh. Wait! Is Ocean in? Where's this?
Vache. Are you my dear Vache?
Wrong person.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I'm afraid not.
Wait. Who am I?
Huh?
I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know.
Yeah, I do not know you either, and I do not know what's going on here.
My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood.
Ah,
So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land
You're
have
a
I
human?
since forgotten? Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who has lost their form.
Lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water,
Ah,
and then all grew dim.
to be the Wonder Girls episode.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So you need me to find him?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning.
What?
There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought
that?
of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet
Archon.
Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget
Perhaps
you.
that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer.
What?
I had felt a great
Master was
warmth.
witness to the fact that you dissolve.
Is that what you call it?
Dissolving.
Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Release?
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want. And I think I hear your companion.
It's
It's
Paimon.
time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am
Ah.
glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Got it. Are we in the middle? Huh? What? What the hell is going on? Bro, what? I just fainted. What? We're back to the life.
Demoiselle, look out!
There's a lot of mecha. What has happened?
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Oh, there she is. What did we do?
Grand?
What? Huh? Friendly fire. Oh,
Quick, now's our chance!
is she on our side though? Damn, electro user. Bro, the music. Oh yeah, she's got a gun. Bro. It's a lesson. Yeah, what's going on here? I just fainted. Oh, white bite. Is that it? The weapon? Oh, look at the dress. Hello. What just happened?
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
Yep.
I followed you.
Ah,
It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking.
That's
Is
true.
it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety,
ah.
and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
It's okay.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I
Ah,
did not
come on,
consider
guys.
your feelings.
She just saved us.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you. But I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your
Yeah.
performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Oh,
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
yeah.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago.
Oh,
They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
okay.
I can only
So that's
conclude
why.
that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
Guys,
What?
focus.
Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes, be careful, and do not act rashly.
Got it.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
Yeah.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
It's not daytime, it's night. But thank you, Chlorine.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations.
I know, she's...
You okay? What has happened?
Thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
It's legit in front
and
of
there
the
was that
opera.
champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Thank you for the rescue, Nadia.
Come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there.
Ah,
Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners.
that's
There's
true.
no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Okay.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did
Yeah.
show up in the nick of time.
I don't even know what happened. Why did the
Well,
guard?
to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh?
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Yeah, Paimon. Good job.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
What?
That the Fonta tasted kind of salty
Ah.
and icky.
What do you mean? I thought it was strange as well, but I could be saying.
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Ah,
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that
Oh.
cup for me,
oh my god, we almost killed her. We saved her in the nick of time.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Oh,
Really?
certainly Paimon neither of us are from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have been.
I sent
Yeah.
people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all. That's
Damn,
when I
it's
figured out that
almost
you might be
close.
in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
Ah,
What? Why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Coswell maybe?
You did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Like what? We just see like
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache
Do you
again.
know Faster? Faster? Faster.
Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater
The
thing?
ability to hear voice like that has to do with one sensitive to
Does
hydro
that
element.
mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also get a
New
new intel.
intel? While you were out cold?
Yep.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
A person named Foster was witnessed when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
Yep. Dude, my nose is very itchy. I don't know why.
Vache. That name doesn't
Vache.
ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene.
That's right.
But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater.
We should try searching
Thank
him.
you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Sure.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That
Yep.
means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not.
Messing with us.
Mademoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di
That's why.
Rosula, after all.
Dude, she's wearing makeup. She's really good.
You
I don't know
talk
if
too
I
much.
should spoil her or
Well,
not.
in that case, let's head back to one of our
Not
bases,
Geo
shall
character
we?
is
I'll
not
arrange a
bad,
comment.
though.
We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Dude, blonde character are the best. I cannot say hello. Oh god. Stronghold? Where the hell is that? Over here. I don't know. I will Navia, there you go. Navia and then Furia. Maybe that's my target to follow the next one. Oop. Wow.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Sure.
Very good. But let's not let our...
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Oh, we're going down here, huh? Open. Oh, it's open. And wait, let me turn my screen up. Wait, it's kinda dark in my screen. There you go. Oh, the music. Oh, reddish. It's the reddish, dude. Oop. Oop. What a break does. Parkour. Going down here. Oh! That was close one. And I just can do this. Nah. Hello! Wait a minute, I've seen this. This is like the trailer thing. This is the introduction of the little white animals thing. Oh, okay, where is this actually? Ah, it's underground. What's underground? Why there's a kid here? What the heck? This feels like playing different game. Hello. Hello kids. There's a hole. Ooh, there's a waypoint here. What is this? Talk to Malice. Okay. Look at this. What is this place? Hello. Where are we going? Oh, we're going down there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna explore a little bit. There's a... What? What are you? Hello. That's right, you can talk. But, but are you a really ordinary run-of-the-mill 10? Just turtle. Say something! Say something. Thank you. This is evident. Truth is self-evident. Okay. Nah, I can't go there. Just doors. Okay. Listen. It's underground city, man. I kinda like it. Wait. Legal advisor. Oh, sorry, sorry, I'm standing on top of them. Oh, you're an attorney? Well, I wish I could be a champion duelist, but that's not happening in this life. I can fight. Wait. Oh. Well, good luck. What is this place?
So, this is your base?
Yeah.
It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Yeah, me too.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Paimon.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Ah.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right?
Oh,
How did
Paimon.
he...
Paimon, not good idea.
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No.
Oh.
I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, my father's name is Callus.
Callus, okay.
Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Okay.
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend.
Huh?
But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Okay.
He died in the duelist's ring.
What?
Oh no.
What?
But
Did he
I do
really
not
do that?
believe my father was a murderer.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Why, if he didn't do anything,
3 years
didn't
later,
murder it,
I still don't understand
you
why
gotta
he
prove
did
it
that.
right.
How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Do you have any
The
clues?
closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
Yep.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in. But I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation record. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something.
Maybe?
I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend,
Yeah,
I
100%
must get to the truth.
frame.
If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive.
Oh.
He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
What?
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
For the sake of your family. You know, we're quite alike in this
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all,
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone.
Wait.
There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man,
Yeah.
wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
Yeah.
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find telling the truth.
Yep.
He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
The plot twist.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed
I
him?
wonder the mood was a little strange between you two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not the sort of thing
Yeah.
that you can just let go.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena,
Have to
there
be a
was
reason.
only ever one choice she could have.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't
Have to
worry,
be a
Navia.
reason.
Paimon knows how you feel.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Is he intended to die in that duel?
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted
It's
to...
alright.
Thanks. You two should go...
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Oh no, you're not.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Okay. Hey, Silver.
Whether it be responsibility for Spina di Rosula or Master Callus's death, it all landed on Demoiselle's shoulders. This won't do. I must become stronger.
Dude, just imagine if these two guys, Silver and Malus, get... Oh, we need to go there? Get a vision. Oh, hello. Can you solve any problem though? Can you find my sister? Okay. Pretty sure they don't know my sister. Just go in. Press. Are we not gonna go inside it? Before night passes. How do you... Oh, there you go. There's no
Paimon
sunlight
slept
in here.
so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Too
huh?
safe.
Navia? Where did the other two go?
Or don't
I
pass.
sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Ah,
There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
okay.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
What?
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
Is it?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Okay.
Wait,
You got any
So
clue?
you didn't sleep at all?
What?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
But sleeping is like very important.
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
What?
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
That's true.
Does that mean we're too late though?
No, there is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept.
Okay.
If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
Got it.
Nervalette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hardworking Chief Justice for you.
Yep.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Let's go. What?
Aren't you...
No, it's nothing.
Oh, come on, don't
Let's
push
go see the
yourself.
Honorable Chief Justice.
She sounds tired. Don't push her. Yesteryear. So the yesteryear, so is that dating time? Oh, there you go. It's up there.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Okay. Hello, Leah. This place. Hey. And we got the taxi. Oh no. Is he there? What am I pointing at? Why do I?
Halt! Please state
Oh.
your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Ooh,
Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded.
of course.
Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Of course
Hey.
it is.
Don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
Charles Fourier.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Okay.
Yep, yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great
Wait,
magician
are
Lenny.
you from the thing that guarding
yes,
the
I
exit?
remember. I read about it in
Oh.
the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys.
Yep.
It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to
Good
report
voice
and
actor.
archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
Yep.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Oh, good.
Thanks so much.
Good. I can see him there. Knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Open. Open.
Please come in.
Oh, thank you. You there? Who got the fanciest dress, huh? You? Oh. Hello. Nice room. Pretty big room for one guy. Hello.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet.
Ah.
We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
Ooh, this guy can be very chilling, friendly, and then can be very deadly and executor.
So you're not mad at us?
Yeah, I know, right?
We're
I'm
looking
surprised.
for a man called Vache.
Hmm.
He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Can we?
Ah, I see. In
Oh.
that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
What the hell, this guy? This guy can be very friendly and then can be very, very mysterious and
Who
non-friendly.
knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
I know, right? I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Uh-oh. Oh, there is time.
Unfortunately,
Oh no.
I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
That's weird.
There are no records of him either in the files or
Well,
in
that's
my
that.
memory.
So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
There's no way.
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
You're right, Nafia.
Ahem.
Oh, thank you, man.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel.
There you go.
Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
That new... I don't know how to say that guy's
You
name.
are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Yeah. How do I say this guy name? Neophyllate. Nephilat. Neophyllate. This French, isn't it? Neophyllate.
It's just
Philette.
like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort.
But
you even told
the
me
rules-
then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death,
Oh
then why
no.
didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice.
So,
Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. Wow, Navia just went all rage there. She's letting out all her emotion. Yikes. She really needs help.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today.
Is it?
How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
The further case, when he outside when it happened.
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
Perhaps.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Wait.
Yeah, that one.
You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain?
Perhaps.
And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad.
Just
even if he
hypothesis.
explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner.
Wait,
You're
just
completely right. How did I not
imagine
connect the dots earlier? All right,
that could be
let's go to Poisson.
that easy.
With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want...
Sure. Let's go now.
Great.
Yep. Never could be that easy to find that clue. Where are we? Oh, what the hell? Where are we? Oh, we're there. Ah, it's a... what the heck? It's an underground thing. Yo-ho! What the hell? Fontaine has a lot of hidden things. More than... No, I'm not gonna convert this more. Shush! Is that a boat? This song. I forgot to grab that Oculus. Hydro Oculus.
Whoa.
How many Oculus is there though?
What a huge ship!
I know, right?
Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
There's no need to be so surprised.
Ah.
While it may look like a ship,
Anyway.
it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest.
Oh, wow.
It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I think I'm starting to like it.
Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious
shut up,
past.
Paimon.
Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But
Yeah,
now that
that's
Paimon has
confused.
seen this ship for
Yep.
herself?
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began after all.
Wow, okay. Can we get inside though? Surely. Surely we can get inside. Hopefully there's no one spare. Is it down there? Just need to go there. YOLO! we're already in the water. That one. Okay, I'm just gonna do that later. So, go. There you go. Alright, I got this. Oh. Okay, how do I get up there? Hold on. You can fish there. Yeah, as long as water though, you can fish. Rage, Orsina. Up. 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 Anyway, hello, this you, yeah, you guys sent to here. Hello, Melissa.
Melus, we're back!
Hello.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners.
Come on, we're not that important.
You said before that you still had some business at the court.
Yep.
What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
Just
About that,
accidental.
it's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
All the mastermind with the same
Could
person.
you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a
Poisson.
glance, it was
Poisson.
a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Oh,
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
that's right.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety
What?
while lacking energy to do
Wait.
anything.
Why will
As he
someone
oversaw
make
Poisson,
that?
my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers.
Okay.
Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. The man's name was Jacques.
Jack.
He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing that night. My father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. But then, we heard two
Ooh,
gunshots from the
gunshot.
courtyard.
So there's a
We
gun.
raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already
There you
dead
go.
on the ground.
Okay, so there's a two gunshot. We raced to the scene and found my father still holding a gun and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
100% frame.
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all.
Yep.
Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now.
Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the two shots were fired.
Yep.
You're right. We still don't know what happened.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I
Yeah.
think this third person is probably the key to the... On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
Yes.
Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former
Dude, this voice
glory,
actor is good.
Poisson has welcomed a new
Poisson.
time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end?
Yeah.
Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Is it Fatui? There's no way it's Fatui.
Navia.
Fatui will never go there.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Oh.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
What?
Oh, it was the drinking things, isn't it?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness.
Oh.
The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
5 years, so there's years in Genshin Impact, but do they always know what Monday, Sunday, January, October?
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss.
Yeah.
To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
Definitions.
I suppose that's true. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out.
Easy way out for him.
Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, It's the enemy's headquarters. When he
Holy
was threatening
cow.
the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Okay.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
Ah, good idea, Paimon. We're the travel. After all.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Yeah.
The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Yeah, why not?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice, but things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to
Alfred.
serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for
Giga
your
Chad.
sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think.
Yep.
One conclusion I came to is that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent.
Okay.
After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The
Wait.
first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Okay.
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
What this
It's a guild in Poisson.
Ah, it's a
The
good.
boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence.
Okay.
In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but
So, they're like a sister organization of...
Yes,
it?
you can say that. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
the final suspect is Thierry.
Theory.
The man responsible for
That sounds
coordinating
like Thierry.
information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to... Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
Perhaps.
I see. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Okay, this.
Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Yeah.
Of course. And thank you,
Thank you,
Malus.
Melis.
You've
Giga Chad.
provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new
She
case
is.
awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it
I
to
hope
me.
we can work together to uncover...
2 years ago, rainy days. Oh, we still got this. Okay, let me check that. Wait, something missing. Oh, it's the summer. So we got this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And where's the thing? This one.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations. Why would it be? Who would have imagined that?
Wait, what was that? What is this? Child vision. What? So we had that. So this is episode 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this again? Oh, this Tubby, and then this one, child vision. It's a 5 stars. So child is not 5 stars.
Crumble!
This. Can we? Got it. Hello.
It is settled then. Please excuse me, and
Thank you for
are you
arranging everything for us, Malus.
wife and daughter?
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything
Oh,
from
no,
us?
daughter. I know.
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
Yep.
This isn't like her at all.
Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Oh god, I don't want to hear this.
I can understand the kind
I
of
don't
pain
want to hear this.
that comes with losing a father so...
You don't understand at all.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
know.
know how to face you. Because I didn't know what I could I know. Only the full
I don't want
truth
to
could
hear
bring
this.
closure to you.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Oh, what do
Would
you mean?
you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot
Yeah.
Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
Oh,
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
wait, what does it mean? Someone ordered Jaguars to take out Kalas?
I don't know that for sure,
Okay.
but you... Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense.
Ah, really?
It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man. So why...
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man.
Yeah, Papa was a really good man.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing,
Yeah.
then he must have had his reasons.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword.
Oh,
Thank you for everything you've told me.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we need to get into
Even
the
though
deal
your
of it.
personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
Yes.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on the list. I think I'm gonna pull for Navia. Navia is sweet.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Okay.
The
So
launch
we
should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city.
speak
I'll
up,
get
boy.
myself together on the way.
Speak
So
up.
please don't worry.
Come on. I will have.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard. With something
Are you
that
sure?
dramatic, I'm sure journalists
you
will milk
know
it for
that?
all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It
Yeah,
also
just like a
reminded
meme.
me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside.
Oh.
And we found some clothes left at the scene. After my
But
partner
what-
here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Okay.
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Okay.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air.
Okay.
So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene.
Mad dash.
But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone,
Yeah.
while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation.
Yeah.
Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But
Oh,
according to
wow.
the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was
Very
turned into
possible.
water?
At
Still
least
a
from
theory.
our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring
It's
an
like 2
extra gun with
gunshots.
him.
But does wait, the
The
turn.
gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with that? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, Bob. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Got it. So yeah, there's Lauren. Seems very innocent. Next one is what the heck? Where is he? What the heck are you doing there? Speak up, boy. Oh, you here?
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
What's up? Oh,
Now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you...
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that?
Oh.
Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
Oh.
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town. Building Spina di Rosula from the ground up, and it would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these 2 friends of yours? You, here
Partner,
for some
actually.
formal...
Ah, yes. These 2 are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Lenny's case and my father's may be related.
Yep.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right?
Yeah.
If you want
Very
to go through the
scary,
original
actually.
files from your
What is
father's
wrong with
case,
people
I can help you look for them.
can be dissolved like that?
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, All you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them.
Okay.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
Yep.
If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think.
Not like
There are a
mecha.
lot of complex steps to it. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both.
Yep.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, what? What do you mean?
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the
Okay, my
best with your
suspicious is
investigation.
almost gone to this
I'll
guy.
be staying in the city for a little
Okay.
while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Okay. Thierry, okay, Thierry.
I'll see what I can do for you in Spina di Rasula when it comes to guard stuff, but
Okay.
don't go advertising it to everyone else.
You're very funny guy. You think you're very funny, but story will decide you. And Leslie is there. Okay. This is down there. Parkour time, baby. What the? Nothing. Let's read down there. Oh. Come on, I forgot to jump. No, I did jump, but. Hello. Hello.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel.
Yep.
Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure.
I will let him know right away.
Okay. Arrive in heart. Sorry to worry.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too.
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
Is it?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show.
Oh.
Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
But
I
what
also
are you
witnessed
doing
your
there?
marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine
Yeah.
is as a nation.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes,
The
I was
puppet.
reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Is it?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
Yeah.
We were attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me
Yeah.
to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Yeah, good thing you
Oh,
said
you're
that.
giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again.
Okay.
The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of... But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always... If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last mora to...
Thank
Okay.
you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding.
I'm going to.
I'm going to strike while the iron's hot.
Okay.
Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
I don't.
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly.
Okay.
Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Gunshot.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
I need more.
All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his...
Okay, I don't suspicious these three. Oh the hell? Where? Oh, it's up there. Don't worry. Oh. Oh. Hey, I'm not
Talked to
up
all
there.
3 suspects.
Yeah.
Purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly
I know, right?
suspicious.
Yeah, none of them really stood out.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
Okay.
But where should we start?
That's good.
You're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day.
Okay.
If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Perhaps. If I was Jesquit, I would have fired the shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Because he guaranteed safety after killing Callus. Oh, that's a very good question.
Good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being...
So, what would make more sense from his perspective
The retro
would be
person
to
was the
turn
one who
his back.
derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
Yeah,
Besides Jacques,
that's all
the
it's
attack from the
been.
Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Wait, rich. Could be Marcel, because Marcel is rich. It's probably Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him.
Yeah.
And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex.
Yes.
Still really hard for me to imagine, though.
Oh.
After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Maybe it was someone else. Who is it? Could it be Thierry?
Thierry, you say?
He is from the Insider.
It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use, but
Yeah, that could be.
I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha.
Yes.
I also don't...
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, if the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out
Wait.
what...
How could it be Florence?
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning
don't
about
know.
his dealings with... But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a
Yeah.
mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group. Who could it
I
be?
don't know. I think. Yeah, who do you think? God. Don't have Lauren. Could it be Martin? Martin is very rich.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects?
Yeah.
Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these 3, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his
Yeah,
judgment
Malus-
of others' trustworthiness
I
has been fair
I hope they
and
don't
well
change
considered.
Felicita fill-in.
When he laid out his case for the 3, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us,
Oh wait,
and
wait,
possesses
this guy just
significant
running.
intellect and
You
foresight.
see him in the background?
Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all
He's
tie
someone
back
who's
to
very
Uncle
close to you
Marcel.
after all.
We still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and
The
speculating.
center for this.
Yes, Malus did say that charging... We need far more solid proof, but...
Navia, here you are. I've been looking
so
for
you're the one who running on the background.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left.
Oh.
We've got another trial on our hands.
What?
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What? Child? What did Child do?
Is that someone you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
Yeah.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
Yeah,
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah.
There's no way Child did it.
And it'll be a lot harder
Child
then to
have a
clear Mr.
Child
Callus's
have
name.
family.
I understand.
Child is really out from this box.
Well, partner, what do you think we should do?
You need to defend him. Let's split up. Oh, good idea.
Split up? What do you mean?
You can go and ransom him while I invade that place.
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, you're right.
This
is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this.
Okay.
I won't have any chance of making that charge stick though, unless we find more evidence.
Yeah.
It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
We'll help you, just like you have.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
Nice. You guys come in a good time.
Ah, Malus, Silver, when did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
Okay. Analysis. Okay, so where are we going?
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus,
Oh, what?
we should also get going.
Where are
The
we?
location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Oh god. Oh, it's down there.
According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater.
Okay.
Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Cool. So cannot switch character while swimming. When we dive, we can. Ooh, just teleport. There we go. What is this? Release form water blades along the sharp hole to aim and release. Wait, so every animals. Oh wait, every animals have different. Who did that? Yeah, think again. So this one is this thing. Okay. There you go. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's very strong though. Yes. Oh, it recharged. Okay. Are we here? Oh, that one. Okay. It can. Oh, come on.
Finally found it!
Oh, wait, we can speak underwater.
So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production.
That's the note.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably
talking
arguing up a
underwater.
storm right now to stop.
Meanwhile, inside Opera Epics. Oh god, we gotta see Child. Navia?
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
What?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fight.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on?
Oh, wow, Navia again.
Why is she interjecting?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness.
Oh, we got something else.
But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Swag.
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh. A young lady has charged him and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
Yeah.
You may take a seat for now in the audience.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Got it.
Now then, Miss Navia. Who is the person you would like to charge instead?
He's still talking.
That person is...
Oh god. This one? Oh god, what shall I pick? Oh, this one. I got it right?
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Oh, there you go.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Why are you guys excited for this?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter.
Oh, like what? Like
Committing
Fourier
to the charge
charging
also
Lady?
means taking on the legal responsibilities associated
Just
with
the
it.
Archon anyway.
And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge the...
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Okay,
Members
good.
of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Sometimes the so confused. Marcel is brought to the stand. Come on, Marcel.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Oh, you will not require an attorney.
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on.
Maybe just a
Why would
third.
I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's
Really?
enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of
Come
that
on,
case.
Frida.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge
good.
and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Okay. There you go. Nil versus Navia, okay.
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of
Okay, this is
Cabrières.
what's happening.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
Okay.
When the guests arrived at the scene,
There
they
we go.
found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life.
Really?
The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Damn.
These are the known facts about the case.
Thank you.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull... in truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor.
Okay,
However,
stop it.
we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okay, like it. On the day, cause a rebellion, 2 gunshot. God. On the day of the murder, Spina Rizal hosted a large banquet in the countryside estate owned by Cabrières. During the gun, who had motive to kill, murder or betrayal. Callus did not bring a gun with him, moreover details of the first person. Okay, I think Callus did not carry a gun. Okay, so it's not that one. The first shot must miss, while the second shot must be taken to just life. Oh, come on, I'm 3. There you go.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene.
There you go.
The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself.
See?
But since it was
Oh, sorry.
raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
There you go. See? It's that one. So if there's a blue, we need to on it by Cabrières. So how about we put it this one? During a banquet, all the attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard, according to the infection. Callus, who had motive to kill, murdered him. Is true? No, because Callus did not bring gun there. Oh, come on.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
There you go. Oh, we finished? No. Callus did not bring a gun with him, moreover, it exists of third person. Like of unknown person. Is this one? There you go.
This assassin first shot Jacques,
There
then
you go.
turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and
Yeah.
kill him instead.
There you go.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques'
Realizing
murder.
this, the true culprit.
Is the true version of events.
The true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe. So this is number 1. Number 2. There you go. Oh. Success.
Ah, so that's what happened.
Yep.
Wait,
You're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Yeah. What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Yeah. Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
There you go, that's one.
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Okay.
If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
Hey, shut up.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match.
Oh, match?
Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Okay. So Furia is...
Why do I feel
yeah,
like
I know, right?
Furina's acting a little differently today?
Furina is
Maybe
looking
she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you describe, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in
that's
court?
what I don't know.
If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right, but what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to but by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, and once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
So he cannot spread the information.
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows.
Very good.
You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Wow.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions.
Yeah, why Furina looks so
there
different?
There really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus.
Okay.
As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots.
Okay.
And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter?
Yes.
But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah, well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no... In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
Oh, really?
I do apologize, Demoiselle.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
Well, there's child. There's child down
Could
there.
those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
No, no, no.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
What?
Oh, so you do know that name.
Stripe.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
There you go. So what's going on a little while ago at the entrance of synth production base? Wow. Oh, we continue. Wow. Underground. Ooh. Wow. How does... Oh, okay. Wow, what is this? Oh, it's a party setup. We win the Hydra. Hello guys.
Solidify.
Oh, oh yeah, cool design inside. And goodbye. What is this? Stop. Oh.
The floor is going up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Oh, look at that. There's chest. Ooh. Look at that.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way.
don't have wonders.
Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
I don't have wonders, but is it possible though? Yeah, nice. Okay. We need to dig out. This one is the shield one, isn't it? On the shield. There you go. Shush. Oh, okay. Oh. Open. Hmm? Ah, okay. Look at that. Oh,
The water level is rising.
oh, thank God it's
Now
open.
it's to the top.
Don't have to
But
think.
this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Oh, we can go there. You just wanderers there. If you guys use wanderers, let's answer. Like use Zhongli, and then Fenty, and then you guys know. Hello.
Gather. I see everything.
By royal.
And it's burns and hello.
Dawn, break forth.
Nice. And do this. You're gonna float. Rise the water. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that mechanic down there. Ooh, fancy. Really fancy. Open.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Go. Yeah. Wow. Shish. Hydro. Oh, it's oh, I almost fell. Oh, thank God. I almost fell. Hello. What are you two doing?
Everyone hold hands.
Them and then them and then boom. Anyone else? Oh. It's open. And bang. Need fast. Huh? Wow. Oh.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum.
What are we doing here?
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
It's being charged by enough, yes.
That's right.
Yep. Okay.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research.
Yep.
Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea. The experiment was a failure.
Oh.
No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea.
Female specimen 22.
Female specimens 22, 23,
What?
and 24 were dissolved.
Oh, come on. Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that...
Yeah.
How can
Alright,
someone
well,
write
come on.
something
We have
that
seen.
terrible in such a matter-of-fact
We
way? You read the
have.
rest.
Okay.
Paimon's too scared to keep going.
The goal of researchers is to save his lover, a woman called Vigneri, who was dissolved. Is that him? The Fashion?
So that's why he... Wait, did he really think he'd be able
Yeah,
to
I know,
find
right?
a way just by dissolving people over and over?
It's just very insane. Fashion.
Huh? Isn't that the name
Yeah.
you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
He is the research. Ah.
You mean Vacher is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yes, he signed a bunch
So
of
that's it! Vacher was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's
Wait.
not it either!
Yeah.
If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more than ice.
In any case, Paimon...
Okay. Where's the experiment record? Okay, we're getting a lot of evidence here. That's very good. Zam bottles. Is that the water?
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the
There are so many.
primordial.
Mixing-
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink.
Oh, different
Stock
flavor.
Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth?
Yeah? Oh, that's different.
Yep!
Scent. It's a magic drink. What else though? Oh, we can use this. What is this? Oh, test?
What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace,
Even a makeup box? What? What's the name too? Oh wait, is this the victim?
Paimon sees it too, but...
Yeah,
What?
it's the victim.
You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
Yeah.
And then they were turned in, and all the boxes of things. These names.
Wow, we just discovered this. Oh, the Fontaine didn't discover this. Like we're the first. Aether. Bookshelf.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing.
Oh,
Alice. Navia's father.
yeah.
Oh, this seems
Probably
to be an
related to
investigation.
Yaku's case.
Yep.
Oh.
It's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and
Oh,
Callus.
we got a lot of evidence. Dude, we gotta bring the bomb to the car.
This should prove the existence
Yeah.
of the third person, right?
Yes. Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Cal. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable.
The only option left.
Option left is to remove him from the picture.
Wow.
I concur.
Oh.
Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch
What?
Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
Okay. The plan. Push. Callus infection report. Okay. Wow. Pool. What is this pool?
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here.
Oh, water.
And it's full of water.
It must be the water from
That
Probelsi.
means this is where they make all
Yeah.
the synth. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But
Oh,
the
look
pure
at
stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this and
Okay. So we done here.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it
But who
seems like
really
our
this
theories
puzzle?
were spot on. But yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't found anything that would... No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed it that way. Even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat.
Okay. Let's go back. Look. Archon. Oh, what?
You take that side, and Paimon will take...
Okay. Oh, we gotta get ambush.
Ugh. Nothing at all.
Ah, sh.
And Paimon can't even find snacks
Fuck this
either.
Paimon. What the fuck? Paimon, I found it. Oh, really?
Let Paimon see.
What? Look at that.
Vinier.
Big near.
Isn't that Vacher's lover's name?
Perhaps.
Then you found her dead.
Oh.
Aw. It's just a normal diary
She
chronicling
made a
their
list
love
of
story.
baby name. What?
She was
Huh? I cannot read that.
so many.
I cannot
A whole
read
page's
Teapot.
worth. But the final name she decided on was
Is it Marcel?
Marcel.
What? Dude, the plot.
Wait, but
Yeah.
Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Vinier's grown son?
Let's go, Paimon. Hey, you can. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay. I was. Oh my god.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
There you go.
Oh, so you...
Oh, we have seen this.
I was waiting for you.
Oh. Sorry, there's a tiny spike.
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd...
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this
I'm
court?
sorry. What am I supposed to do? Wait in the line?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their
see?
confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Farina. You say you never heard Vacher, but the truth is... Select. The truth is, you're
But the truth of it, Marcel, is
Whoa.
that you've always been Vacher.
Wow, we speak, boys. Our turns. It's our turns. 2 points.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Venier, was dissolved,
Ah,
you
there
kept
you go.
abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you.
There you go.
even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher.
There you go.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well,
Yo.
Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
Yeah.
You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
Hey.
So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend
You
yourself.
better be. We got a lot
Otherwise,
of
the trial will
evidence.
move on to the next stage.
Do you think? Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Oh, you.
Pay attention to you. What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me.
Wow.
No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even
But
the
why would
officers
you
from the
blame
Maison
someone?
Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. Although you only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Venier is dead. We promised each other that we would
but
always
we
be
told-
together.
She told us to
Wherever
stop.
she goes,
No.
I will follow.
She told us to stop.
But
to
I'm not
tell
from
her
this
to stop.
blasted place. So I can't be
Yeah,
dissolved.
there you go.
No matter what I do.
Oh, what? What?
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I
You
did
have
all
to
of that.
stop.
And in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very
wow,
end.
that's really hard.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me!
Oh,
Don't
wow.
anybody come near me! I still need to save Vinier.
This is so
I
spider.
promise. We make Vinier. Vinier!
Uh-oh.
Please, Vinier! Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our...
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
Oh, there you go.
With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Yeah, my man is
Fine
free.
by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
No thanks.
Traveler,
No need to thanks.
please submit all the evidence you
Oh,
have
nice.
collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearance.
Got it.
The man now known as Marcel
There
was
you go.
originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier.
That's right.
During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea
There you go.
and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
Yep.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to
Never
life.
gonna work.
To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson.
There you go.
During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into
there you
conflict with Spina di Rosula.
Good
After
guy.
exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher
There.
decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into
There
the
you
murder
go.
suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene.
By dissolving the assassin is sent to the scene.
And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial
Oh.
disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Final solve, right? This final solve. Where there's children in here.
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
There you go. Guilty. Guilty.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Brr. Boom.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Nice.
Good. It's what he deserved.
With that, the serial disappearances
Finally.
case is over now.
Oh my god, just
We
because
really
of
just
travel.
witnessed history.
Yeah.
Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Ever heard of these guys?
We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he... Huh? Are you okay?
Wait. It's finally over.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner.
Yep.
See, Papa?
Oh my god. How many
Spina di
years
Rosula's
does this
still
been the
doing
case?
well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What are we doing here?
What now? None of this has anything to do with
Yeah,
me.
that's kind of true.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this
Yeah.
really necessary? Haven't you already caught the
Yeah,
real
that's
criminal?
true.
Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of
Ah,
Fontaine.
boo.
This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia
Has
has
no
no
direct
direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We
Yeah.
now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Another animation?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What? Huh? He's just a normal guy. What did he do?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
Yeah.
What's with this verdict?
I
Is
know,
your
right?
justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean,
What?
have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger?
Yeah, that's kind of true, but
Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
that's kind of true. But Child didn't do anything yet.
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
So what's
The
going on here?
judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
No.
Guards, please take the
What?
suspect into custody per court protocol.
No. Oh wait, we have to fight, isn't it?
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules.
There you go.
Well, I've got mine too!
Child gonna escape. Yo, Child is back to action. Jeez, it's just a battlefield now. Bro. Bring it. Oh, don't you use your form. No, 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 no. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. What? Yeah, it's a terrible move. What? Huh?
I am sorry.
No.
If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
What? Oh, you got... What?
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Yeah, what?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Oh, Farina, if even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it!
Oh.
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
Oh, wow.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
Yeah.
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
My dearest citizens,
Change
did you really
personality.
think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up and, of course, for every
There's a script?
performance, there is a script.
There's a script, I don't see
Everything
it.
has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable.
Oh, calm down, Farina.
All shall be revealed in time. you will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict.
Oh my God,
Now,
Karina.
having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense,
Oh,
it is
no.
now time for this performance to
Oh,
end.
we still have a lot of
As
questions.
the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
Of course.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
Really?
She probably just put on that performance to save face.
Hmm.
As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
It's a way to pull a rug
However,
under.
please be assured that I will continue to
Oh, okay.
investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty
Yeah.
badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now.
Something wrong with it.
After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
But he didn't do anything bad in Fontaine yet, so... What's he gonna do now?
Oh, Monsieur Nervalet! That power you showed when you
Yeah.
took him down. Who are you really?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
I'm the Chief Justice of
Nah.
Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
I suspect you. You look like... Are you a second Archon? Hydro Archon? Because you got a blue... No, you got a... ears. There's a blue ears. No. Blue... I don't know. I'm gonna stop asking anything. Holy crap. What's happened? Oh wait. Nice. You're right. Need to go down.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Damn. Wait, what do you mean?
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Wait, why are you free?
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Yeah, I know, right?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
Oh wait, we have something to tell him.
Wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Okay.
Go on.
Oh, go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
Oh, we met your wife.
I erased all records of that name. So...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Yes, I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine. Something to do with my sensitivity to do with hydro
The
element.
Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Yeah. Neil gonna
Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
decide that.
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Okay.
Humans. Will they betray the
Humans?
instinct to live just to
You're not
satisfy
human.
spiritual needs? Very well.
Oh.
I will grant your request.
Your Honor.
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Chief Justice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go out. Shish. Very big. Okay. The place. At the start, the tickets. Oh, it's nighttime.
Is this the place?
Yeah.
You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from Primal Sea. Is it? I drank.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing.
Hmm.
Didn't you just drink a lot
Yeah.
of it on the stage as well?
Vache.
Oh, there you go.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vignere,
Can you
it's
hear
me.
it too?
It's me, Vache.
Vache. Vache.
I'm here. I'm here. Where are you, Vignere? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
Wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Uh-oh. Does he went to the other dimension?
Vignere,
Oh,
is
there
that
you go.
you? It's me, Vache. Vignere.
Right, Sheriff. Yeah.
Vache.
Oh, there you go.
Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me.
Oh.
You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20
20.
years. I've suffered
So there
for
is
over
date.
20
He
years
just
since
said
the
20
day
years.
you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Oh. What?
What are you saying?
Yeah.
If not for you, I
Oh.
would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
Oh.
If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Oh, what is
If
this?
not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
What?
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
What?
Wait, you are not Vignere. Who are you?
You're right.
Oh,
I am
what?
not Vignere. I am the sacrifices.
Huh?
Every woman who died
Oh,
by
there
your
you go.
hand. As our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer individuals,
Ah, there you go.
but we became one. Just as streams of water come together in the sea.
It's collected. The victim become in one body.
I'm Cressy.
Huh?
I'm Lemonade.
There you go.
I'm
That's the
Hazine.
victim.
The only one I am not is Vignere.
Oh my god.
But then, where is Vignere?
She doesn't want to see you
Oh.
anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness
wow.
robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you
Wow.
ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became?
I
regret so much now.
You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignere's beloved.
Ooh.
From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignere's, she has had nothing but
so-
pure hatred for you.
Feel like I didn't meet Figurant back then either. You must wanted to let me learn martial prayer from the very beginning.
No! Yeah! She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please! Have mercy!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignere. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
It's a ghost.
Vache. Vache? Vache. Vache. Vache.
Oh wow, this is really turning into a horror game.
Drown.
She really died there? Later, the guard from the cloak retrieved the sperm of young woman case. Marshall apparently have lost his... Slow down! Several days later. It's like the lost soul. The lost soul. Wow, it just passed like that.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping.
Oh, come on.
Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Man, they started killing me.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Yep.
Oh,
Sam.
hey, Navia. It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
What is that bird?
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Me.
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days,
There's
Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the court since then. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
Yep.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they'd collect.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there. And there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh?
Yep.
So you know Charlotte too?
Yeah.
The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah. Way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer.
She's really hungry
I
for
believe
the
the
question.
story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose.
It's actually very good.
To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, she was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
always
yeah.
been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Yep.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house
there
with
you
the
go.
critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Yes, we are.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Yep.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clorand out for a meal.
Cool.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
Yeah, are you?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clorand gave testimony on my father's behalf.
Oh, okay.
It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clorand wasn't actually a bad person.
Well, actually,
It's always good to have
suspicious.
more friends.
Just a little.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave.
And
tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of
Good
that,
idea.
just how much people still look up to him. To this... That includes me.
Miss Navia,
Indeed.
Can I come too?
We want to go too.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
Oh,
And in that
we gotta go
case,
there.
everyone, let's be off.
Okay.
Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Okay.
You're right.
It's been raining non-stop. So where is this place? Are we gonna just go there? Teleport?
Huh.
Okay.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for...
Oh.
Huh? There's someone there already.
Hmm?
Wait. That figure. It can't be.
Wait, who is it?
Hmm?
Who is it?
Isn't that Nervalette?
Oh.
Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
Oh.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Did you come here like every day?
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Yeah.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur
emotion?
Nervalette.
What do you mean?
In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person.
Okay.
I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that.
You said you gotta stop saying sorry.
Suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
So Navia and Nervalette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not
Dude,
discuss
just
them for
one
now.
guy,
We can wait till
just
after
this
they're done.
guy, to make one country or region to be better. Following effort.
Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before.
Oh, I don't know that either.
No.
Wow, she took it seriously.
Too mad. Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there.
Okay. Need something.
Paimon's really so.
What are you saying, Pai?
Well, aren't you?
Huh?
Hey, traveler! Why did you mess with Paimon again?
Prank him. She's very good though. Whoa, what is that? Is it a ship? Feeling like I want to pull for Navia and then Furia, but I think I'm gonna pull for Furia then, Furia first and then Navia. What are you looking at? Dude, your city is over there. Not over there. Anyway, what's up?
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Oh, we actually come.
We ran into Navi on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
Huh.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Are you a human though?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free.
Okay.
Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
So, do we get our title yet? About water from about child. Oh, there you go.
So,
about my sibling? Why we ask him that?
referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Yeah.
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vache and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after there used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
Yeah.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface.
Oh.
What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I cannot say
If that's the
that
case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Yeah. The person have been through.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Yep.
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously.
Oh, really?
Indeed. She has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose.
What?
If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Okay, so there's Furina and then Fossalors, and then who's whispering to us in Samaru when we finish the Wanderer's quest?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
About Child. What happened to him?
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Okay.
So when Linny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information.
Why don't you just search it now?
Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on.
Yeah.
She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me
Okay,
about?
why are we asking him about our sibling?
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler?
See?
I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches
Why
that
will we
description.
ask him?
If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Nothing. I have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed conversing with you.
Thank
It will
you.
soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy,
Yeah.
Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects to—
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well.
Yep.
This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon
Oh.
just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Yeah, me too. We actually just finished with the Navia. And there you go. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at constellation. Timbered interviews. That's the part of the Archon quest. Oh no. It's not. Okay. Renata Horizon adventure talk to Catherine. Oh no, is that like a really long side quest? Man. So that's it. Just the Archon quest. We have this. Yep, see? That's all. Very great. The story is good, I have to say. Story is good, but summer with we haven't reached to the conclusion yet. Very good. So anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream. This was a very good episode playing the Archon story quest. So thank you for watching the stream, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Goodbye.